Hello and welcome back to the Minorities Report. I'm Chris.
I'm corrupt.
We're back after an eternity. Sorry,
Guys,
everyone. We
that's
haven't finished Batman yet. That's what we promised was next. We haven't finished it. We're gonna try finish watching it. We've just
that
been busy.
pretty much that's mostly my fault because we were supposed to record last time, but I was like, I'm too tired. I'm going to go to sleep.
And then your fucking headset died.
Yeah. Oh right,
And you
yeah,
had to go,
that's what happened. My headset died.
you had to go out. You had to go and get another one.
Dude. Like, okay, so let me tell you the epic story of what happened with my headset. All right. So,
Epic story. Yeah.
let me okay. So, one day I was like how it happened. I was in VC, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my headset just dies. And that's the exact day that we were supposed to record was the day that my headset died.
Yeah. I saw you in VC. I'm like, hey, wanna record? You're like, yeah. And then I was gonna jump in the VC. Then I saw like you were muted and like deafened.
Yeah,
And then I saw you like put in the chat. I was like, yeah, my headset's dead.
yeah, and then I was
Rip.
just yeah, pretty much. And I was like, fuck. So I was like, the thing was, right? I had another headset. I don't know where I got this headset from. It's like this blue like headset. It's brand fucking new, but it doesn't work. Like for some reason, like when I hook it up into the computer doesn't register it. And it's like, and when I like try and like hook it up, like like hook it up into the computer
Yeah.
doesn't register it, and the part where you can talk works, but the part doesn't work unless I hook it into where the speakers go. But even when I
Huh.
do but
Yeah.
even when I do that, the you can barely hear me. Like Jess kept like I was like, Jess, he's like, what? I can't hear you. I'm like, Jess, you fucking retard. He's like, what? I can't hear you. And I was like, fuck. Well, this headset's useless. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just order a new headset. Like easy peasy, right? Okay. Turns out I ordered the wrong type of headset. And Switch was like, corrupt. I gave you the right headset. I gave you the link to the right headset. Why did you order this headset instead of the right one? I was like, because I wanted to order the cheaper one and I thought that would work. And then Switch was like, "You're fucking retarded. Why would you do that?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Cause I'm cheap." So
The the expensive one, buddy.
so I ordered the right one, and I ordered the right one, and that didn't come until and that wasn't until like 4 days later until when it actually fucking arrived. And then now I have this headset that actually works. And then like there were 3 days I was gone because I had personal shit to take care of. And now I'm here. And that's why I was gone for like I think 2 weeks from the VC
Yeah.
because of my headset and because of my headset. Like what also sucks? I kind of hate the way this makes me sound, even though Mac was like, "Oh, you sound clear, corrupt." It's like even though I sound like a little clear on this, it's just like I don't know the way it sounds in recording. I don't know. I sound like I'm talking behind a wall or something. I don't fucking know. Anyway, and that's the wacky story of how my headset and why I couldn't record.
Corrupt's bizarre adventures.
Exactly.
Headset boogaloo.
You know what? And that was more interesting than anything Marvel's made in the past like 2 years. Or
Yeah.
goddamn.
I mean, they're fucking getting desperate. So since you mentioned Marvel, so they're showing that they will fucking work with anyone. They would work with the devil, and they essentially are. They are partnering up with an NFT group for a comic. So on April 9th, they made a post saying, "Meet Maeve. She's on a mission to change the world. Inspired by
Oh, the black
yeah,
chick.
inspired by Lisa Mayer's work mentoring and empowering young women around the world for the past decade. We've teamed up with at My Social Canvas to tell an exciting story. What is Social Canvas? Well, they're called Boss Beauties Foundation. They mentor the next generation of women and girls to design the career they love. And apparently that's NFTs because their founder is the creator of Boss Beauty's NFT, Lisa Miller.
You know what's funny? Elijah read through the comments and he said like there's barely any comic book fans in the thread. It's mostly just
Oh,
NFT
it's
groups.
all NFT. Yeah, it's all NFT groups like with that have like clearly got their NFTs from like Boss Beauties because they're all like the same fucking one. Oh, sorry, NFT guys. They're all same design but same artist but different design. Sorry, they're all so unique. I
That
want to
was
piss off the NFT fags.
like seriously. They get really ass hurt when you make fun of them too. Like it's really good.
Well, guess what? I just right click saved all of your NFTs.
Oh my god, you know what
I
they
hope
call right
I, I hope
clickers?
s- I, I hope somebody hacks into your account and steals them all. You idiots.
You know what they call people who use right click?
Oh, right clickers, yeah.
Right clickers. Someone actually put like right clickers.
Hard R.
Yeah, hard R. I was like, that's fucking funny. Like right clickers. They actually made a slur for people who right click and save images.
It's hilarious. And like the funny thing about this Maeve comic is like she looks like she is like discount fucking Miss Marvel. She looks like if Miss Marvel and it's either I think like Silk or the new Wasp. Like if they had like a baby, that's what this character would look like. I think everyone was even thinking like, is this just a new Miss Marvel and she's just retitled herself to Maeve for some reason? I was like, no,
She's
that's
empowering young women. Oh my god. Like, how
the
is she?
grift. Thank you.
Seriously, it's just
See,
one big grift.
women can do anything men can do. They can also grift.
Seriously, that's all this is. This is just a fucking grift. They're, like, I am so, like,
I'm not surprised that Marvel would do this.
I'm not either. It's just so transparent. Like, what are we empowering young girls and to do what? Like, what are they being
To
like?
make this bored ape.
You can already do shit as a girl. You can already do shit as a woman and a girl. You don't need like you don't need some fucking NFT bitch to fucking teach you how to like operate a computer or what the hell ever. Like
Yeah.
that's fucking stupid.
Is how you steal an image and turn it into an NFT and say you now own the rights.
I now own the right to I now own the right to this image of Mr. Boss that I still have as my profile picture.
Yes. But just it's so yeah, looking at all these like yeah, comments, it's just all NFT groups and it's the same NFT group. So people that got all these NFTs from Boss Beauty's NFT. It's so sad. They're not even probably gonna read the comic.
They're not. No, they
They're just gonna fucking like NFT the cover.
exactly. They're not gonna do. Yeah, they're not interested in the fucking comic. Like Marvel doesn't make comics for people who actually read comics now. They make comics for like journalists and shit to like so they can get publicity for their dying fucking company. That's basically it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh look, she's brown and she loves the science. Like that's
Wow.
like
Epic.
exactly. That's basically what this is for. Like, and yeah, it's cynical of me to say that, but it's fucking true. Like they don't make comics to be read anymore. They make them to like to show off so that they can get likes on Twitter. Like that's it.
Yeah.
well, this will generate publicity. Like, no, it won't. You know, the only people who are interested in this are people who won't, one, read the comic, and two, who are just interested in using it as an NFT. That's it. Like,
Exactly.
it's it's so just God. No one. Then again, like Marvel can't write shit any fucking more anyway. Like it's all just like bland, uniformed, and virtue signaling now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm coming out gay in 2022. That's so unique
Wow.
and brave.
Such a unique butterfly you are.
Exactly. So many special snowflakes. Oh my fucking
Yes.
God. You know what else? This is a random comment, but like I liked B Negative's design.
He was the only one that had a somewhat good design of the fucking new Warriors.
It did.
And then they pussied out. You cowards. That would have been the best fucking content for all of us if
Oh,
you actually committed to releasing that shit comic.
oh my
You
God, it
fucking
would have.
cowards.
It
You
would have,
absolute
man.
cowards.
So,
I'm gonna march into Marvel right now and demand they release that comic, or at least give it to me.
you know why I don't make comic book reviews anymore, right? Like, I just stopped. I stopped and switched over to reaction content because there ain't nothing to fucking there ain't nothing to fucking review anymore. What,
Uh,
Savage Dragon for the 5,000th time? No.
yeah, we all know Eric Larsen's a fucking degenerate and he puts it in his comic. Like, what's new about that?
Seriously, there's nothing to fucking write about anymore. Everything in Marvel is just like bland, mediocre virtue signal shit. Like, there's nothing for me to fucking make fun of. Oh my God, this character is brown and gay, and this character is brown and gay. It's like, what am I, like, seriously, what am I supposed to fucking make fun of? Like, this shit makes fun of itself. There's nothing to do. It's all depressing. I remember I legit like you triggered me when you triggered me when you said like Marvel stopped making that type of shit. And I was like, dude, that's my content. I forgot
that's
who
my that's my work. Yeah.
like who are you I forgot who you were
I was
talking
talking to
to.
Hack.
Yeah, you were talking to Hack, and then you were like, yeah, Marvel doesn't make that type of shit anymore. And I got triggered. I was like, dude, that's my channel. Why do you want my channel to die, Chris?
I
And
mean,
this
hey,
is
you just had to move on to stuff that wasn't Marvel.
like seriously.
The real world.
Oh my God! Like, and then DC does, and like, in DC does the same shit. Like, they all, it's just
It's just
uniform,
Batman or just cringe.
pretty much. And that's like, and that shit is just boring. There's nothing to fucking, there's nothing to do. Like,
Well, except for one thing, what we're going to talk about next,
yes,
the FazeClan thing.
oh my
Holy
God,
shit!
that we're gonna read that. We have to read the FazeClan
Yeah.
thing.
So for those of you who didn't know, again, DC partnered Batman with popular esports group FazeClan. Yes, that's right, FazeClan. Batman needed FazeClan's help to defeat, I think it was like the Riddler or like Mr. Freeze or something.
I think,
It is so dumb. Like, my soul left my body when I saw those. When fucking Quills sent me those panels, like, my soul left my body. Like, okay, here we go. Fucking Robin's like, Batman, if I know you're the world's greatest detective, but for this, we'll need the world's greatest gamers.
oh my God. Oh, I remember like there was some. I remember there was some. What was it? There was some panel where he said like no one like no you're outdated Batman or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Fucking hilarious. This is so bad. There's, I think something like, "Oh, you think you can get these gamers to stop me?"
You think gamers can stop me, Batman? I'm
So,
the
oh
Joker,
god,
baby.
I'm the Joker, baby. Fucking IRL Riddler moment. Like, oh my god, like, yeah. So look forward to that on Crop's channel. We're gonna fucking read that book.
Yes, that shit's gonna be amazing.
it's gonna be something. I don't know. Uh, uh, cringe comics need to come back. You
Like
know, I was kind of sick of them, but they need to come back.
they kind of do because it's like, yeah, we have cringe now, but it's boring, mediocre cringe. Like we need like America Chavez, you know?
Yeah. Like I said, Marvel just fucking release new Warriors. You'd get like hella sales, not only because it's a number one, but because everyone wants to see how terrible it is.
Pretty much.
You had people who aren't comic book reviewers talking about it. You had like fucking like some ordinary gamer, critical, shoe on head, like they were talking about this shit.
Pretty
People
much.
were going out of people were going out of their fields to talk about how like bad New Warriors was.
Seriously, see, like that's numbers right there. Even if people hate it, hey, look at that. You can make content that people hate,
Yeah,
which would make
release it.
at least what?
Just release it. Just release that fucking comic.
Oh my god, like
Hashtag release New Warriors.
um, you know what's funny? I bet they have like I bet there's just a warehouse full of like unreleased New Warrior comics just rotten.
Oh, there probably is. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking hunt that place down. Get it
Like
for myself.
like seriously. Oh, I tried to so you know what sucks about like the speculators market? It like you
Yeah.
need to I need to talk to you and Quill more about like what new comics to fucking I know y'all hate the speculator market, but I need to talk to y'all more
I
about
don't
it.
care at this point. Just fucking
Alright.
make some money. Like people are dumb. Like people are just really weird when it comes to speculations.
Like
Especially if it's like a Batman character. It's like holy shit, we have to buy this issue because it has a new Batman character.
so I wanted to so that reminds me, right? I actually I like even Jess is like, hey, like even I even have Jess like looking out for new comics for me, so that I can like so that I can like scoop it up and then sell it. Cause like that's basically what I do now. I go to like different comic book shops to find comics so that I can sell them. I can make some cash off of it because
Yeah.
that's easy cash because people will like what was it the gay Robin issue that I went to my comic book store for, dude, it was already gone.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even get one because it was already fucking gone. That's how quickly the market reacts. Like as soon as something comes out, you need to have it like or pre-ordered in advance or it's just not there anymore. It just
You just gotta
fundamentally
fucking like know.
yeah, you gotta know what'll fucking sell because if you don't, like it'll just be gone. I'm still sore about Red Goblin. Oh my god, I'm still pissed off at Nerd about that shit. Remember fucking Red Goblin, like the
Yeah.
Carnage, like Green Goblin thing?
Huh. Yep.
Nerd, Nerd went on this like rant about how I shouldn't buy it because it's like you're giving money to like I forgot who she said. You're giving money to fucking Marvel or some shit. And I'm like, nerd,
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal, right? But for some reason, I was like, fuck it. You know what? Whatever. I don't care anymore. And I didn't buy it. And like, I'm still so pissed off at myself because that stupid fucking comic sold for that stupid issue sold for so much money.
Yeah.
And
Gotta
it
watch out for
was,
that.
and it was so lame too. It's just basically the Green Goblin. It's Carnage.
I mean, yeah, that's essentially what it is. I can't wait for that to be in Morbius 2.
Oh, that speaking of, we got to talk about Morbius.
Morbius, I don't know. Should we watch it? Because I've heard it is absolutely terrible.
I really think we should watch it. I'm pleading with you to watch this with me, Chris.
Okay, maybe I'll try and suffer another Jared Leto comic book film.
Yes.
From everything I've heard, like the plot is like bare bones basic. It's just not good. It is like god awful.
I mean,
Like
there's
Sony just keeps trying, And they should realize that aside from Spider-Man, no one cares.
Yeah, like people don't really care about Venom as much, and even like Venom got 2 movies.
Yeah. Like, so seriously, like no one cares at this point. Like, and again, they really want a Sinister Six. Is that I know what happened. I know the post-credit scene shit. Do you know what
Oh
happened
yeah,
with that?
oh yeah, the
Because
Vulture.
it got spoiled anyway by the fucking director.
Oh yeah,
Like days before it came out, the director's just like, "Oh yeah, this is what happens in the post-credit scene." Is like, you really had no faith in your film, did you?
not at all. The Vulture's like, I'm assembling a team,
Yeah, I want you to join my team. Which does not make sense.
and
Like,
they removed all the Spider-Man parts too.
yeah. But like the whole vulture being there makes no sense because it breaks the rules of No Way Home. Because the whole point is like they're coming to the MCU because they are villains that know Peter Parker. But why would MCU Vulture be sent to the fucking Sonyverse?
What
Like
makes
that's not how it works. Because he's from the MCU. Why would he be transported away?
what makes no fucking sense about that too is the fact that like they removed all mentions of Spider-Man from the film.
Yeah, that's like they want a Sinister Six, but like they need a Spider-Man, but they can't. It's either they can't decide or they won't decide which Spider-Man it is.
I wonder if that's the reason why they removed Spider-Man from the film, because they don't want you to know which Spider-Man it is.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, yeah, from what I've heard, Morbius was just an absolute train wreck.
Oh, I remember, so, like, apparently the only good parts of it are Matt Smith is like the villain.
As yeah, Milo.
Yeah.
They apparently changed his character because he was supposed to be Hunger, another living vampire. That's a villain to Morbius or something. But then they changed it to oh he needs a more closer connection to Morbius. So they changed it to like oh he's Morbius's like adopted brother or something.
What? So he's an original character?
He's essentially an original character.
That's fucking gay. I like. Hold on, let me see what Hunger looks like. Let's see. I like his name. That sounds fucking cool. Uh, what is it? Morbius? Hold on. Oh, that's Hunger. Okay. Oh, that's what he looks like. Let me show you. Hold on. This is. I think this is what Hunger looks like. Let me see. This is Loax's. Oh, here we go. Loax's crown. This is what he looks like right here. Alright, there we go. That's what he looks like.
Yeah,
So they got rid of this. They got rid of this guy and replaced him with some random fucking like OC Do Not Steal.
essentially, yeah.
That's lame. I'd say I'm disappointed, but I never had high hopes for
Neither
this.
do I. I feel like
Yeah.
Morbius is like let's be honest, like Morbius is like C D tier, and he only works if he's against Spider-Man. He's with Blade slash the Midnight Suns. Like he doesn't work as like solo anti-hero or anti-villain, like whatever.
Oh, you know what's funny about him? You know what's funny about the movie too? Like, you know how his powers and shit work, right?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
All right, you know that he gets the vampire face if he doesn't drink blood.
Okay.
So basically, he looks normal if he drinks blood, but he doesn't. But he only turns into like a kind of weird mutant vampire thing when he doesn't drink blood, and he becomes like super feral, like an
Sure.
animal. Also, his powers are like he can like levitate. Um. What are his powers? Like shit.
He's
Just
essentially a vampire.
yeah. Like just told me he, but his powers were like more lame. Like he can't really fly. He can only kind of glide. But then he could always only kind of glide. So that's not that big of it. So that's not that surprising.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he's not. The movie itself is also like really dull and confusing. At least that's what Jess said, because he's the only one who actually watched it.
God, why would he subject himself to that?
He wanted to give it a try because the posters looked really cool.
The fucking posters look generic as hell. They're like stock standard. It's like, oh look, half face. Ooh, so pioneering. I've never done this before.
Half face, look at that.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, well, I guess we're watching Morbius.
Yeah, the living vampire. Look at that. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch Mobius. Morbius.
Oh god. I mean, we could be watching something better like Sonic. Apparently
Oh,
that's really good.
like Speaking of Sonic. Hey, hey.
I mean,
Segway.
I'm not surprised that it's doing well. Like, I really like the first Sonic film.
The second one looks really. The second one looks really fun. Oh my god, the second
It
one looks
does,
so
yeah.
good. It looks fun. It looks happy. It looks like cheerful. It looks great.
Yeah, they understand what people want when it comes to Sonic. Because, everyone bullied them into making sure the design was right.
Yeah, and then like it paid off for them in the end because they actually
Yeah,
made a Sonic that looks cool and that looks game accurate.
yeah, as close as they could.
Exactly. See, this is what they should. This is what more movies. What more movies should do. They should embrace the whole like. They should embrace the bullying of the internet so they can make good movies.
Yeah, you should bully big executive studios.
Exactly. Or else you get shit like Halo, the TV series.
Oh god, that is not good.
That is awful. Oh my fucking god,
It
it's
is
so
so.
bad.
I don't even care about the argument of it's a different canon. No, it's still fucking god awful. It's I'm sorry, but it's like I cannot separate the two.
Master Chief is just some big dumb idiot who fucking
He's
kills
just a
because he's
dude.
told to. Yeah. He's just a big idiot who's just kills because he's told to.
Yeah. I mean that's what the Spartans essentially are, but there's a bit more to that when it comes to the chief. Like it's just I don't know, everything about it is so fucking dumb and it's like oh let's race swap commander keys and like captain keys. It's like why when fucking Sergeant Johnson exists? Like, if you needed a black character, you have Sergeant Johnson.
He's black. There's no need to like race and gender swap every character to fit some weird, I guess, agenda. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
and like, it's oh yeah, everything about that Halo show is just it's just not good. And like the CGI at a lot of the times is like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's just god awful, sometimes it's pointless. Like there's a scene of him like they use CGI to like show like a fucking assault rifle like being thrown to the ground. It's like, why did you use CGI for that when you have the literal prop in the scene just before it?
remember when the dude tries to shoot Master Chief, the fucking leader a little settlement thing.
Yeah. It's like, what is this? This show is not for Halo fans.
I don't know who. So, like, I remember they said something like we refused to, like, we didn't mention the games, we didn't play the games because we didn't want to be stuck inside of a box. And I'm like, they have such low opinion of like the storytelling and the game storytelling that they think, oh, watching it or like playing it will put them inside of a box. You can use the games as inspiration for the stories that you want to create,
Yeah.
and help give yourself a better understanding of how all of these parts work together, how the game did it, so you have like a bit of a blueprint to sort of follow, or to at least have some kind of guideline to tell you like, okay, I get why this works with this and this does this for this. Instead,
Yeah.
they just kind of ignored all of that and they said, oh, we're just going to make up our own shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
And now, yeah, and Master Chief is just some dude. He does look, Quill is right, he does look like Tom Hardy.
Oh, you see, I'm the Master Chief. My name's John. I'm here for the Venom. I mean the Flood.
The Flood. Like, is the Flood a symbiote too?
The Flood, a symbiote. Can it get inside me?
Gotta get that Venom.
Look at that Venom.
Wait, didn't we watch Carnage together? Or did we not?
We did. We both thought it was pretty average.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's kind of mediocre. It's kind of there. Like, you make the main spectacle of like Venom versus Carnage, and you leave it for like the last 20 minutes of the film. It's like, dude, like, what the fuck?
And okay, I don't know if this is kind of an unfair statement, but I felt like the fight. Not only was it safe, not only did they screw up by making it the very last fight at the end of the fucking movie, but it also felt kind of long.
Yeah. Kinda, yeah.
And Shriek was wasted. Like, that was a waste of a character.
Yeah. That's Venom for you. Overhyped. Did not really care for the first one, did not care for the second one either.
Pretty much. And it, like, I'm kind of like I kind of have a better opinion, a little bit of a higher opinion of the movies than you do. Like, I like I like them, but I do understand that they are just average, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like you want a movie about like you want a movie about Venom fighting, I guess, random symbiotes. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, also they were alluding to what's that fucker, like toxic or toxin or something.
Yeah, even though it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like they alluded to toxin being inside of like the police chief. So
How?
remember when the police chief's eyes glue blue?
I know, but like, how?
They didn't explain it. This
They
is what I
don't.
think. Go ahead.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, they don't explain it
This is
at
what
all.
this is what I think happened. Remember when Carnage had the police chief wrapped up?
Yeah.
I bet they're gonna say that like some of his like symbiote juices like were like crept inside of the police chief and like created, and that's what creates toxin.
I guess, but like, eh.
I mean,
At least with like how Carnage was created, it was like fucking Cletus like bit into like Eddie while like Venom was out and like fucking consumed his blood.
Yeah, and that's what helped create the Carnage symbiote.
Whereas that just sounds like there's nothing really alluding to it.
And
It just felt like it's oh that guy is toxin in the comics. We got to make him toxin.
I mean, you know what this means, though, right? Like more like CGI, more messy fight scenes with red and black shit like slapping into each other.
Yeah,
I mean, like I like the fight scenes well enough, but they're so like. Remember when he fought Riot and it was just like so hard to understand, make out what the hell was going on?
yeah. It was just black against silver. That was it.
Yeah, and Venom, like I guess Venom is like I don't know Venom's characterization that well in the comics because I was mostly always like kind of a DC person for the most part. But like he's so just goofy.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's just like I don't know. I don't know why. It just like the goofiness kind of takes me out of it sometimes. But I guess that's how Venom is. Like I don't really know.
At least this version. I don't know. It's just who knows at this point.
At least I remember when you and Quill both gave up on Venom when he was falling and falling and falling for like an entire page
Oh
for an
yeah,
entire
I'm
issue.
like fucking this. Fuck this comic. I'm like, yep, I'm dropping it.
You never even saw him fight. You never saw him fight Null.
I just did not care at that point. I was just fucking done. Now he's messing up Hulk.
Well, oh yeah, you don't like New Hulk.
No. Guys, we need a Null version of Hulk. It's like, oh come on, can you just fucking just finish your
Wait,
storyline with Null?
there's a Null version of Hulk, really?
Apparently.
That's amazing. What? I
It's
gotta
fucking
see this.
dumb.
I gotta see this shit. That's hilarious.
I think he's called Tyrant.
Oh, is he like Maestro?
Let me have a look. Oh, that's is I can't remember that. Oh no, I don't think it's called Tyrant because there already is a character called Tyrant. Marvel. Hulk. Maybe it is Tyrant. It's just a different character. I don't know. I can't remember what it was called, but like, he's like, I'm fucking just done with it. Like, dude, you just literally like fucking wrapped up a story arc with Null, and like you're making another one for Hulk. Like, dude.
I guess they really like Null.
Well, Donny Cates does. Like, I was done with it. Like, okay, he's fucking coming. Won't stop coming, and he won't stop coming. Like,
I was like,
we need to wrap this shit up. Like, seriously.
what can Null? I was surprised by how much you and Quill both hated Null because like you liked like I think like what was it? I think Quill drew a contrast between Null and I can't remember Centipede Man's name.
Kindred.
Kindred. Like I think and he said like Kindred wasn't like all in your face the entire time. He was like rarely shown, and when he was shown, it had an impact. But Null was just like basically shoved down your throat.
It's like I'm coming. I'm almost there. All part
And
of my Keikaku.
like and he's like he has more to do with symbiotes because we need more symbiotes. I like symbiotes.
Yeah.
I think they're fucking cool, but like That was like they were overexposed. Like we had like three what is it, like a crossover event with one, and then another
Yeah.
crossover event with symbiotes. Like holy shit!
Like, dude, calm down.
Like Jesus fucking Christ!
Like,
Null
calm
was
down.
coming.
It's like, guys, we get it. You have a fucking Venom film coming out, but can you please, like, stop?
And then Null was it. You know what I find funny? Null was able to corrupt the Silver Surfer and turn him into have his symbiote take over the Silver Surfer, but in the end he got killed by the Silver Surfer's surfboard.
Yeah. You know, don't worry about that. What?
And I was like, really? That's how he dies? And Skull was like, yeah! And I'm like, why?
It's pretty dumb.
Should you really be excited about this? This sounds really stupid. And Skull was like, yeah, it is! That's what makes it cool! And I'm like, alright. That's what you
Skull, you need better taste.
like. Skull was really excited about it. He's like, oh, he turned the Silver Surfer's surfboard into an X and killed Null, and it was really cool. And I was like, I don't. I mean, that sounds really stupid to me, but you know what? Whatever. That's if that makes you happy.
Sure. Now it's done. Now he's fucking up Hulk. I do not care. I don't read any of his shit anymore.
Wait, is Null fucking up Hulk, or is Dunny Cates fucking up Hulk with Null?
Donny Cates is by just making like another null, apparently.
Okay, so it's not the same Null, right? It's just a different
No.
kind of concept.
Yeah. Well, different, but pretty much the same fucking concept again.
Okay, so it's a
Like, we need the fucking. There's a secret gamma god. Even though they kind of just did one with the one below all.
Okay, so it's the same. Okay, so it's the same. It's a different character, but the same concept. And is this god coming for 5 years too?
I don't know. I don't read it, so I can't tell you.
Oh,
Because I don't want to read it.
The only thing I know about this comic is that the Hulk is a spaceship now.
Yeah, it's just fucking like Bruce Banner like fucking controlling the Hulk. Like he's a fucking Gundam pilot or something.
That
I'm not kidding. Like,
that.
despite the fact the entirety of like Immortal Hulk set up that they now understand each other and they have an agreement.
So Donny Cates just sort of pissed all over everything the Immortal Hulk like built up.
Yeah.
This is. I, you know what's funny? Like I remember like hearing about it from Skull, and Skull was like, he pilots the Hulk like a spaceship, and then like him and Jess got into like a little argument about it, and I'm like, this sounds kind of dumb, but like I don't know enough about it to have like an opinion. And then you told me that he pilots the Hulk like a Gundam, and I'm like, this just makes me not want to read Hulk.
Yeah, just don't.
Fuck. We're we're so, we've gone so far off topic. I've completely forgot what today. Oh, wait. Let's go to another topic. Oh, wait. I've completely forgot what we were talking about. Wait.
I think we're done. We were done with whatever we originally started with. Since I don't feel like we should end the podcast on a down note. Let's just say it now. Rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh yeah. Wait. We still need to talk about Will Smith getting slapped too.
That'll be our last one. That's why I said I don't want to end on a on a sour note.
Oh yeah, Gilbert Gottfried. That's really sad, man.
No, we're losing all these good comedians. The fuck?
And all we're left with is Amy Schumer.
She got fucking trauma. She was traumatized by the slap we're gonna talk about soon. fucking traumatized.
Oh,
Oh,
like
boo.
not only is Amy Schumer like terminally unfunny, but now she's a clout chaser, and so it's like, oh, I've been traumatized. How? How were you traumatized? You weren't even like
Apparently, like a lot of people are like sending complaints to like the what is like FCC or something or whatever they're called,
about
saying that like,
this.
oh, this event traumatized us. It traumatized my kids. Like this is uncalled for. I'm like, first of all,
It's
why are
a
you watching the Oscars with your kids? Second of all, who watches the Oscars?
it's a slap. They make it
Eh,
sound like Will Smith like whipped his dick out and mouth raped Chris Rock on stage. No, like what are you talking about? He slapped him.
uh,
He didn't beat him. He didn't brutally beat him.
but yeah, before we diverge into that topic, but yes, time of the recording revealed that Gilbert Gottfried passed away. Rest in peace.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Yep.
I really like him.
Yeah, you're up there with the greats now.
Yeah, like and now, yeah, and you left us down. You left us down here with Amy Schumer. Like,
Okay, now let's get into the slap. The slap that
the slap heard around
slap
the world.
around the world. So, I don't really even think there's an introduction. We need to introduce this because we're kind of behind on the topic, but we wanted to talk about it anyway because it's just hilarious. So yeah, Chris Rock was hosting the Oscars. He made a GI Jane joke to Jada Pinkett Smith. Will Smith found it
Was
funny,
laughing, yeah.
but Jada didn't. And then I think something in Will's mind snapped. He's like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna have to defend my wife." Just goes up and slaps Chris Rock, and then also just yells at him. Now keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. And Chris is just like bewildered. It's like, dude, it's a GI Jane joke.
Over a GI Jane joke, bro. You're getting
Yeah,
angry over a GI Jane joke.
like, dude, like, Will like considering the shit that Jada has done, like admitting like Will's the problem in their marriage. Like she didn't even want to originally be married to him. Like
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 she,
like admitting to like all the people she's been having sex with in an open marriage. Now, granted, it's two sided. Will Smith was also like getting with other chicks as well, but like he wasn't going on like fucking like a live her fucking show, just saying right to her face like these are the people I fucking banged because I don't really want to bang you.
pretty much, it's like,
She did like, and one of them was a fucking like uh, son's friend that they were like looking after. So that makes it even like even weirder and worse.
she openly, like, she's probably horrible to him and treats him like shit.
I feel like it, yeah.
Yeah, and
But there was
she's
like there's a clip where she's recording him without his consent, and he's like bothered by this. He's like, why don't you come up to me like don't even ask if I want to be in this? And she's like talking about this marriage counselor or something that was helping them, and she's like, hey, like we need your help. It's like that's really not on. That's kind of messed up.
yeah. Why would you record him without his consent? Like, why would you do that?
He's like he looks like upset about it.
And she's just like,
He's just
oh,
going on. Looks like we got problems again. Come help us.
it's like she has no respect for him she has no respect for him as her husband. Like none.
Yeah,
She has no respect for him as a person. What a
yeah. And then he
horrible.
goes up on stage afterwards, like talking about like all about like love and shit. Well, like what was he saying? He was like preaching about like being a good man or something.
I'm a protector and shit.
Yeah, I'm a protector. Like after like what 10 minutes after you fucking like slapped a dude.
Yeah, because he made a cheesy joke about your wife.
Who?
Like, God, it's. And then Jada herself is just such a horrible bitch.
But yeah, Jada's like, oh yeah, I didn't want I didn't want Will to hit Chris. He shouldn't have done that. It's like, fuck you, like such a manipulative bitch.
You did that like you wanted him to go up there and slap the shit out of Chris Rock. You know you did. or do something to defend your honor. And you know what sucks? You have all these people who are basically like analyzing the whole situation, being like, "Oh, this is toxic masculinity." Like, what? How? Oh,
Yeah.
because he slapped Chris Rock? Yeah, because his fucking wife because he thought his wife was being insulted.
Yeah. But
That's
like now, yeah, like now he's like banned from the academy. I'm
for
like
10
over a
years.
slap. Like, oh, so that doesn't seem like a punishment. If like, alright, it's like okay, good. I don't have to fucking go to that dick sucking like show anymore.
That
I'd
sounds
find that'd be a win for me.
It sounds like a reward more than a punishment.
Yeah, it's like good. I don't have to go to the fucking academy, fucking the Oscars anymore. Good.
I don't have to watch movies I don't like, and I don't have to talk to people I
But
hate.
they probably don't even watch. I very much doubt like the academy like watches any of these films.
It should.
You get like shit like getting awards and like really that.
What is it?
Like remember when fucking Suicide Squad won like best costume design?
Okay, we're
Like
not talking about
the
the Suicide Squad, right?
talk about Jared Leto's Suicide Squad.
How was it? Harley Quinn's Hot Topic outfit? Did that wear? Did that?
This and
Did that?
this won over Star Trek Beyond. And if you saw like the costumes in that, it was like holy shit, really? You fucking chose Suicide Squad over that?
Like Suicide Squad? Like what costume designs did they like? What costume designs did they even have? Was it the guys dressed like putties?
Was it fucking Killer Croc? Got it.
Like,
Yeah.
like if we were talking about the Suicide Squad, yeah, I'd give you that. But come on, man, you can't be fucking serious.
No, but like, no, this the slap was hilarious. The memes about it, fucking best day ever. But like, it just the quote unquote fallout of it, like everyone just like memeing on it, was like the best day ever.
It really
So
was like
so good, so
everybody,
good.
whether you were left, right, white, or black, we all joined hands together to make fun of Will Smith. That's the true message that Will Smith gave. That's the true gift that Will Smith gave us, the gift of unity.
Yeah, thank you, Will. Get out of that fucking marriage.
He really should because
He really should.
it's
It
killing
is
him
not.
and
It
killing
is
his
not.
own.
It's not healthy. Even his kids are fucking weird. Like fucking like his daughter like wrote a letter to like Tupac, saying like how her mom isn't happy because he's not there anymore.
Wait, what? I never heard about this.
So apparently, there's like if what's her name, Willow?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Willow Smith. Like she wrote this letter to Tupac, even like Tupac was like dead like sometime like poof like ages ago. Sometimes he was like sometimes like sometime before she was born or like she was like incredibly young, so she wouldn't have known him.
Yeah.
But she's like writing this letter saying like how like her mum misses her, misses him, and and she was like happier that when he was alive or something, and she wished that Tupac was alive now to make her mum happy. Like what the fuck?
Wow. That must make it like just imagine being a man and having your daughter write a letter like that. It must just feel so emasculating.
Like dude, Will, like you really need to just fucking like separate yourself from your entire family. I haven't even started on fucking Jaden with his fucking like. Remember the Jaden tweets? His like pseudo philosophical shit. Like, if babies could talk, they'd be the most intelligent like creatures on the earth.
Like like it's so funny too. Like the look, like remember when the whole entanglement thing happened,
Oh yeah.
and she's like, and he was trying to get her to admit that she cheated, but she instead said, "Oh, I have many entanglements." She didn't even admit that she cheated. She just said, "Oh, I have entanglements." Like, what the fuck?
Oh, like Will is like sitting there, fucking like ready to burst into tears.
He looked so depressed, like he was on the verge of wanting to cry.
Yeah. Like I would not have blamed him. Just fucking like losing it. I mean, I probably would have. But yeah, that was the slap that changed the world. We live in a post-slap society now.
We live in it was like the 9/11 for black people.
Jesus Christ. Is that what divided the hoods?
Yeah, that's divided the
And you
hoods.
got fucking like instead of blood and crips, you got the Rocks and Smiths. Like who do you stand when the wars erupt? Who do you stand with?
I
You with
stand
the Rocks or the Smiths?
the Smiths. Does that mean Jada Pinkett her own like camp? Is she like the Jada Pinkett's?
She'd be fucking everyone in those groups. Oh, Jada. Oh, sorry. Entangling.
She has many entanglements.
Yes, that's what you call it. I mean, that's what they decided. It's an open marriage, so, but she didn't need to fucking, like, put him on blast. And just go into, like, all this detail about the dude she's been plowed by. That's just the weird part, like,
And she
and,
just
like, saying it's his problem. Like, it's his fault.
Yeah, like she just completely humiliated him too. And she didn't have to do any of this shit she did.
Yeah.
She just completely humiliated him for like no reason.
Yeah.
And then laughed about it.
But yeah, well, I don't know. Like, it's the weird double standard of like the academy. Like they kick Will out for like 10 years when they have like legitimate like rapists and like sexual predators, and they're like, oh, we can't take back their awards, can't kick him out.
They did such a good job. Why would we ever do that?
Why would yeah? Harvey Weinstein, like, have you seen what he's like helped make? Like, we can't take his awards away, even though he did all that terrible shit.
This man has made art.
We can excuse what he's done. Like, God, it's like such weird double standards for the Academy. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with them.
I want like I gotta say I gotta like part of me thinks that like there's no real standards anymore. It's mostly just whatever gets the most bad press.
Yeah,
It's like did people like did does this make us look bad? Yes. Then it's a bad thing. Does it make us look bad? No, then who cares? Oh,
yeah,
did you diddle that child? Yes. Did you get caught for it? No. Then you're good.
yes. I know, Hollywood. But hey, at least the Oscars got the fucking ratings of their lifetime recently, so. Yeah, that's the only time anyone's ever talked about the Oscars. Fucking
You,
slap.
you know what's funny too? Like outside of the slap, I have no idea who won or what any of the categories were.
I didn't even know the Oscars were on.
Nor did I. I only knew like I didn't know the Oscars were out yet. I didn't even know that was happening until somebody started posting pictures in the VC one day, and I was like, What's that? Why is that? Why did Where is Will Smith at? And why did he slap Chris Rock? And then I found out that the Oscars were a thing. Also, like Amy Schumer dressed up as Spider-Man or something.
Yeah, it's Amy Schumer being unfunny. Who would have thunk?
Pretty much.
Not surprised.
I gotta say I'm pretty impressed with the whole with how bad with how bad things turned out for Will Smith. Like
Yeah.
he got banned. They wanted his Oscar back. He's now being made fun of by everyone. And what's funny is that like he was really protective of his social media status, and like his social media is kind of what he's known for.
Yeah.
And now people are just making fun of him for it.
Yeah. Lesson learned that YouTubers stay where you are. Don't become big Hollywood stars like Mr. YouTube Will Smith.
I wanna see Fortnite and Mark Ass Brownlee.
If I control rewind, I'd want Fortnite and my wife to love me.
I just want my wife to hold me and care about me again.
God, that's just sad.
It really is, because it's like the man had like a career, a like status, and now nobody takes him seriously anymore. I just want my
He's
wife
a
to love
joke.
me. Yeah, he is. He really is. Anyway, well, so
I think that's it.
how was that, Chris?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us once again. You're so kind. All 30 of you who watch this, I guess. 10 of you, however many of
I
you
know who
watch.
knows.
Exactly. However many of you watch these videos, we're grateful for you. Mostly.
Some of you.
I remember Chris is so mean. He's just like, I don't give a fuck. He's just like, you watch the videos, good. If you don't, fuck you. There you go. That's Chris.
Yeah, that's everybody loves Chris. That's how it goes, right? You know, tied into Chris Rock, haha.
I see. So, alright, well, anyway, should I play us out? Play us out.
Sure.
What the fuck does that even mean? Anyway, so thank you for joining us again on the Minorities Report. I'm Corrupt.
Yeah, I'm Chris.
And we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah, probably talk about Batman or Morbius.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, like, stay tuned.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
but if we get time to watch them.
yeah, we'll be watching Morbius or Batman, and we'll give you a full-on review of how these movies turned out. Yeah, well,
Definitely gonna like one of them.
yes, we definitely will.
It'll be Morbius. Morbius Sweep, everybody.
Exactly. Like, people are sleeping on Morbius, but Morbius is really the best movie ever.
Fucking underdog.
Exactly. Jared Leto
To
blew
be
it
fair, I
out of
think
the
we'd have a
water.
better time. We'd have a better time watching Underdog.
Oh my god, I forgot that was an actual movie.
Fucking My Name Is Earl as Underdog.
Anyway, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.